So, you're planning a trip to Italy's most glamorous island. You've seen the pictures, you've heard the stories, and you want that iconic La Dolce Vita experience. But let's be real, you're also a little worried about the crowds, the long lines, and the price tags. What if you could have the perfect Capri vacation, without the stress and without wasting a single euro? Well, stick around. Because I'm sharing the 7 things you absolutely have to do, and just as importantly, the 3 common tourist mistakes that can ruin your day. This is your game plan for the perfect trip to Capri. The 7 must-do experiences. Number 1. Take a boat tour around the island. If you do only one thing in Capri, please make it this. Seeing the island from the water is a totally different world. It's the only way you'll truly grasp the scale of the cliffs, find those hidden coves, and just feel the magic of the place. A standard group tour takes about 2 hours and circles the whole island. You'll see the legendary Faraglioni rocks up close. Most boats will even sail right through the arch of the middle rock, the famous Tunnel of Love. You'll also cruise past wonders like the White Grotto and the Green Grotto, where you can often hop in for a swim in stunning emerald water. This tour gives you the absolute best views of the Punta Carena lighthouse and the dramatic cliff where Emperor Tiberius supposedly once took a leap. It's the most efficient way to see all the natural highlights without getting stuck in island traffic. You can book a group tour right from Marina Grande, or, for a real treat, hire a private boat and tell your captain to stop and swim wherever you want. Number 2. Ride the chairlift to Monte Solaro. For the most jaw-dropping view in all of Capri, you have to get to the top of Monte Solaro. And the absolute best way to do that is the single-seat chairlift from Capri. It's this wonderfully peaceful, 13-minute ride where you just glide up the mountain over gardens and rooftops, with the view getting more epic by the second. From the summit, the highest point on the island, you get an insane 360-degree panorama. You can see the entire island mapped out below you, from the Faraglioni rocks to the marinas. On a clear day, you can see all the way across the Bay of Naples to Mount Vesuvius and the neighboring island of Ischia. It's a moment of pure calm, high above all the chaos. The ride itself is an experience, but that view from the top? That's a memory you'll never forget. A round-trip ticket is super reasonable, and it's an absolute must-do. Number 3. Get lost in the streets of Capri. While most day trippers make a beeline for Capri town, the real soul of the island lives in the quieter, more authentic town of Capri. Perched higher up the mountain, Capri just has a different vibe. It's less about Gucci and Prada and more about local artisans and serene, whitewashed alleys. Just give yourself time to wander and get lost here. You can visit the Church of San Michele to see its incredible hand-painted floor that depicts the Garden of Eden. This is where you'll find artisans crafting handmade leather sandals, a classic Capri souvenir, or tiny shops selling locally made limoncello. The whole atmosphere is more relaxed, the prices are friendlier, and you get a peek into what real life on the island is like. It's the perfect antidote to the frenzy of the main square. Number 4. Hike the Pizzolungo Trail. Alright, for all my walkers out there, if you want to see a side of Capri that 99% of tourists miss, the Pizzolungo Trail is your secret weapon. This coastal path serves up some of the most dramatic and secluded scenery on the entire island. The trail kicks off near the Trigara viewpoint and wraps around the coast, leading you past the incredible natural arch, a massive stone archway carved out by nature. As you walk, you're surrounded by the scent of pine trees and the sound of the sea crashing below. The path gives you these stunning, up-close views of the Faraglioni rocks from an angle you just can't get anywhere else. It also passes the Grotta di Matermania, a cave the ancient Romans used for worship. It's a relatively easy walk, takes about an hour or 2, and the payoff is one of the most rewarding views in all of Italy. It's pure nature, pure beauty, pure Capri. Number 5. Visit the Gardens of Augustus. Look, some places are popular for a reason, and the Gardens of Augustus are the perfect example. These beautifully manicured botanical gardens offer one of the most famous and photographed views on planet Earth. From the terraces, you get a postcard-perfect shot of the Faraglioni rocks on one side and the stunning bay of Marina Piccola on the other. But the most dramatic part is looking down at Via Krupp, a historic, winding path with insane hairpin turns carved right into the cliffside. Via Krupp itself is often closed for safety reasons, but seeing it from above is a spectacle. The gardens themselves are a peaceful little oasis filled with flowers, making it a great spot to just take a breath and soak in the ridiculous beauty of the island. The ticket costs just a few euros, and believe me, that view is worth $1 million. Number 6. Indulge in a truly local treat. You can't come to Capri and not taste it. And I'm not just talking about any meal. I'm talking about two specific things. First, torta caprese. It's a dense, flourless chocolate and almond cake that is so rich and decadent, it's basically a religious experience. You'll find this local specialty in bakeries all over the island. And second, you have to get some real gelato at Gelateria Buonocore. Honestly, you'll probably smell the fresh, handmade waffle cones before you even see the line. Grabbing a cone here is a core Capri memory. And of course, try the limoncello, the iconic lemon liqueur of the region. Many local shops will even offer you a free sample. These simple, local tastes are just as much a part of Capri as the views. Number 7. Watch the sunset from the Punta Carena Lighthouse. While most tourists are frantically rushing back to the port to catch the last ferry, people in the know head to the westernmost tip of the island for a sunset they'll never forget. The Punta Carena Lighthouse is a local favorite and one of the absolute best spots to watch the sun melt into the Tyrrhenian Sea. It's one of Italy's tallest lighthouses and has been lighting the way for sailors since 1867. This area is far from the crowds, offering a sense of peace that's almost impossible to find on the island during the day. You can sit on the rocks, grab a drink from one of the little beach clubs, and just watch the sky explode in shades of orange and pink. It's a truly magical and romantic way to end a day in Capri. You can get there with a scenic bus ride from Capri. Hey, if you're finding these tips helpful for planning your own Italian adventure, do me a quick favor and hit that subscribe button. We have tons of guides just like this to help you travel smarter. Okay, now let's talk about what not to do. The 3 things to avoid. Number 1. Getting trapped in Marina Grande. The first place you'll land is Marina Grande, the main port. And this is where so many people make their first mistake. Between 10 a.m. and 5 p.m., this place is chaos. It's confusing, it's packed, and tourists arrive without a game plan, wasting precious time and energy just trying to figure out how to get up the hill to Capri town. You'll see these massive, snaking lines for the funicular, the cable car that takes you to the Piazzetta. In peak season, that line can easily be a hot, sweaty, hour-long wait. The solution? Have a plan before you step off the ferry. The funicular is great, but only if there's no line. A much better bet is often the public bus. The stop is a short walk away, and while the buses are tiny, they come often and will get you to Capri or Capri. Another great option, especially if you're in a group, is to share one of the island's awesome open-top taxis. Splitting the fixed fare can be surprisingly affordable and way faster than waiting for the funicular. Don't start your day frustrated, know your options and bypass the chaos. Number 2. The Piazzetta Food Trap. The Piazzetta, Capri's famous main square, is known as the living room of the world. Having a cocktail here while people watching is an iconic experience, and you should totally do it. But whatever you do, avoid eating a full meal in the restaurants right on the square. These places have a captive audience of tourists, and the prices are jacked up for food that can be, well, pretty average. You're paying for the real estate, not for an amazing meal. Here's the secret. Walk literally 2 minutes away. Duck into the little side streets and alleyways, and you'll find charming, family-run trattorias with much better, more authentic food at reasonable prices. Or, even better, plan your main meal in Capri, where you'll find great value and a real local vibe. Don't be the person who pays €35 for a basic plate of pasta just to sit in the middle of the square. Grab your coffee or spritz there, then eat somewhere with soul. Number 3. Letting the Blue Grotto ruin your day. Okay, this is a controversial one, so hear me out. The Blue Grotto is Capri's most famous attraction. That glowing blue water is legendary. However, the logistics of visiting it can be a complete nightmare. The cave entrance is tiny, so you have to get out of your main boat and into a tiny 4-person rowboat. This creates a massive traffic jam of boats, and it's totally normal to wait for an hour, or even 2, bobbing around in the hot sun, all for a 5-minute visit inside. On top of that, the grotto closes all the time because of high tides or choppy seas, so your trip is never even guaranteed. So, the mistake isn't visiting the grotto, it's building your entire day around it. A much smarter approach is to treat it as a potential bonus. When you take that boat tour around the island, ask your captain what the wait time is. If they say it's over an hour, seriously consider skipping it. Your time is so much better spent actually enjoying the rest of the island. The Green Grotto and White Grotto are gorgeous and have no lines. Don't let the fear of missing out on one thing make you miss everything else Capri has to offer. So look, Capri doesn't have to be this overwhelming, ridiculously expensive trip. If you plan just a little bit, you can easily sidestep the crowds and the tourist traps. By focusing on the real experiences, from a quiet sunset at the lighthouse to the charming streets of Capri, you'll discover the true magic of this incredible island. I really hope this guide helps you plan an amazing trip. If it did, please give this video a thumbs up and subscribe for more travel guides. Now, I want to hear from you. What are you most excited to do in Capri? Let me know in the comments below.